Okay, so I will start now. So I am Somak, a research scholar at University of Hyderabad. So in this tutorial class, I will solve previous year assignment questions. So that will help you to solve this year assignments. So, अभी तो you have any question? You can unmute if you have no question. Okay, so first I will show you the questions one by one and then solve the process also. So is the screen visible? Just somebody confirm. This is previous year assignment questions.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. So this week it is from maximum or from limit, continuity, and some level surface, some questions. So the first question is that limit xy goes to 1, 1. What is the value of this limit? So I will solve this. Just if you have any question, you can ask me in between or after the questions also. Okay, so the first one is uh, what is the value of this limit? Is to 1, comma 1. So how you do this first? Actually, this means in xy plane, you have 1, comma 1 is here, suppose. So xy is any point, either here or here, whatever. So you are xy is approaching to 1 comma 1. That means both x and y, x approaches to 1 and y approaches to 1 along any path. Suppose this is one path, this is one path, or suppose this is another path. So along any path, what is the value of this limit? So here x comma y both goes to 1 and 1 comma 1. And you should always remember that this x comma y belongs is coming from a small neighborhood of 1 comma 1. So I will draw a small circular neighborhood here. So x comma y always belongs to this small neighborhood of 1 comma 1 and it is coming to 1 comma 1 together, both x and y. So what will be the limit? So that means this is in simplified form. If I write x cube minus y cube as a formula of x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. So now, as you can see that this x minus y will cancel out because x is not equal to y always. That means x minus y is not equal to 0 because x and y goes to approaches to 1 comma 1. So in this case, the limit reduces to x square plus xy plus y square. So that means you have to just put the value of x and y as 1 and 1 in this expression. So it is 1 square plus 1 into 1 plus 1 square is equal to 3. Just 1 minute, somebody else join. So what is the answer of this question? So that means the answer is 3. Correct answer is 3, option A. So the answer is 3, option A. So the question is, I directly did not put 1 x equal to 1 and y equal to 1 in this expression because if you put x1 and y1, you will get 0 by 0, undetermined form. But you have to find the value of the limit and it exists finitely. So in this way, means if you go along any curve, you will get the limiting value as 1, as 3. You can solve it by putting any curve, like any curve passing through this 1, comma 1. So any question in this question number 1 of previous year assignment? Any question? Did you understand? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I will move to the next question. That is again a limit. So it is saying that limit again xy here goes to 0, comma 0. That means the origin sign of this function x square plus y by x plus y plus 1. So the second question is limit of x comma y to 0 sine. So can you tell me what is the value? Because you have to solve this year assignments. This is previous year assignments. Or how you do it? So here it is 0, comma 0. So I will take a small neighborhood of 0, 0. And xy belongs to this neighborhood. And x, comma y goes to this 0, comma 0 together. So here x, comma y is in a neighborhood of 0, 0. And it approaches to 0. It means x, comma y goes. So can you tell me why always I'm taking neighborhood? Anyone?
Because we can approach the point from any side.
No, why I'm taking always neighborhood? Why not from other points here, here? Some arbitrary points. I am always taking the neighborhood where I am approaching, right? So if you know, there is something called epsilon delta definition of a limit. Do you know that for single variable? First,
Yes, somewhat.
sorry, epsilon delta definition of a limit, like in the sense of epsilon delta, limit x goes to a, fx equal to L. What does this means in this definition? Uh, you know this thing? So for single variable, I am
Yes,
saying,
we know.
you know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So all of you, I hope. So that means just definition just I wrote, then you will understand why I am taking neighborhood always. Actually, for the definition is that for any epsilon positive, there exists a delta positive such that whenever mod of x minus a, this is less than delta, this implies mod of x minus L less than epsilon. So what do you mean by mod of x minus a less than delta? That means x is in between a minus delta to a plus delta. This is, if x is in this interval anywhere, so my fx here will be in between some L, in between some L minus epsilon to L plus epsilon. Okay. Suppose this is xy axis. So this is my fx, this function. So why I took this definition? Because I am using neighborhood. So neighborhood means x belongs to this neighborhood a minus delta to a plus delta, then only fx belongs to L minus epsilon to L plus epsilon, this small region. This is very small. So this is the epsilon delta definition of a limit. So here the same approach for two variable x and y. Here x comma y goes to 0 0. So I have to take a small neighborhood of 0 0. So in two dimensional, we usually take neighborhood as in 2D. In 2D, we take neighborhood as circular neighborhood or circular neighborhood. So whenever my x comma y it is in a circular neighborhood of 0 0, I will check in that case what is the value of this function. This is called the limit of this function at 0 0. This is called limit. So that's why I'm always taking in a neighborhood because of this epsilon delta definition. Now there is in epsilon delta definition is there or two dimensional also. That means xy variables. So let me come to the question. Question number 2 is this limit x comma y goes to 0 0 sine something x square plus y cube by x plus y plus 1. So you tell me what is this? How you find this? First of all, at 0 0, what is happening? At 0 0, the value of this function is sine of 0 square plus 0
0
cube by
0 it will attain 0.
yes, at 0 0 it is 0. 0 plus 1. That means sine of 0 equal to 0. So that means no matter what I am, the value of the limit is 0. Because at 0 0 it is 0. In my previous problem, you see, I put my x comma y goes to 1 comma 1. So what is the value of this limit? So here, if I directly put 1 and 1, you will get indeterminate form. That is 0 numerator, 0 in the denominator also. So I simplified this. And after simplification, I put 1 comma 1 in place of x and y to get the limit. Here, if you directly put 0 comma 0, then you will directly get 0. Sine of 0 is 0. So the limiting value is 0. No need to, there is no simplification required in this problem. So limit of this thing is 0. Now suppose you have to check whether this limit exists or not. Suppose the question is like that. Suppose here question is like that. What is the value of this limit? Suppose you have to check whether this limit exists or not. Then you have to take two different paths and then calculation is there. This question is also there in this question sheet. So maybe later. So I will tell that also. But here directly putting 0 comma 0, you will get sine of 0. So 0 is the answer. So option C. So now any question till now?
No, sir.
Okay. So all of other people also, did you understand? Other Dr. Shruti.
Yes, yes,
Okay. Okay. So I will move to next question. Question number 3. This question is previous year assignment question. So here it is given that some relation between x, y, and z. So that means z is a dependent variable and x and y are independent variables. So you have to find the value of derivative of z at with respect to x at 101. So I will just write this. So this option answer is option C. So question number 3 is the relation is z, y is z. Suppose this is one relation. You have to find del z del x at some point 101. So first tell me what is del z del x. What is this? But here z is a function of x and y. So I will write not like that. I will write in watts. Just one minute. So z is a function of x and y. So I will write x comma y. So z is a dependent variable, x and y are independent variables. So what is del z del x? Anyone? Not for this problem. I'm saying for in general. Huh? Can you repeat?
It is the derivative of z with respect to x as the independent variable.
That you have to
Partial
find.
derivative.
Partial derivative. So that means this is a some limiting case. Limit h goes to 0, z x plus h comma y minus. You know this thing. This is called partial derivative of z with respect to x. Do you know this formula?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but if you can find z explicitly from this relation, then using this formula, finding limit is good. Okay, finding the derivative is uh, good. If you find z explicitly from this, explicitly from any relation, then if you find del z del x, then finding del z del x using the above formula is okay. But here, can you find z explicitly from this relation? Explicitly means z is equal to something, some function of x and y. Like suppose you find z equal to e power x plus y, something like that. Then by using this limiting formula, you can directly find del z del x. But can you find from this relation z explicitly, or is there any way?
No.
No. So there is something
So
called
we can't in this case.
no.
Z cannot be separated.
Z cannot be separated because z is inside this logarithmic term,
Yes.
and here also product is also there. So z cannot be separated. So what I will do is that I will directly differentiate. Suppose in any relation, in another problem, you got z directly, z separately, means explicitly. Then you directly find using this formula. That will be good. So what I will do that here, I will differentiate this one with respect to x. So differentiate this one. One means equation number one that I gave with respect to x. So I will get what I will get. Anyone? Can you tell what I will get? Y is an independent variable. So what I will get? Anybody can. Hello.
Y del z by del x minus 1 by z
Ah,
Del z by del x
ah,
should be equal to 1, should be equal to 1.
yes, yes. So perfect. So I will write. So y will come outside because y is an independent variable. Del z del x because of z is a dependent variable of x and y minus logarithmic derivative is 1 by z with respect to z and del z del x because I am differentiating with respect to x equal to 1 plus 0. 0 means for y. Del y del x is 0 here because x and y are independent variables. So you have to find del z del x at 1 0 1 this point. So I will put x, I will replace x by 1, y by 0, z by 1. So the first will become 0 into del z del x is 0 minus 1 by 1 into del z del x equal to 1. So my del z del x is minus 1. This is the answer. It's very simple problem. Just I suppose if the answer is then C, option C, accepted answer is C. Suppose if you find Z explicitly from this relation, then by find you can find this value using limiting process, limit. So any question up to this? Any question?
No, sir.
Did you understand everything?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I will move to the next problem. Uh, Question number 4 is this. So is the screen visible? Find the problem.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so question number 4 is W is a function of x and y. X is a function of t. Y is another function of t. So you have to find dw dt at t equal to 0. So I will just write this question first in the this here pad. So answer is C. So now question number 4 is it is said that W is a function of two variables x and y, sin xy plus pi. And x is a function of t and y is another function of t, ln t plus 1. This is ln t plus 1. So you have to find dw dt. So any idea how to find? You have to find dw dt at t is 0. Any idea? Hello? Can you give any idea how to find this derivative?
We'll replace x and y in terms of t,
X and
and
Y.
then we can differentiate.
That is okay. That is also good. Suppose W is then you will get W sine e power t ln t plus 1. Then you want to differentiate, right? But suppose
Respect
I'm saying this is one way. This is one correct way. But suppose your it is the problem is giving like uh, x x to the 5 equal to e power t square and y square plus x square equal to ln t plus 1. So in this, suppose w is same whatever it is given here, but these two relation is given. Can you directly put here not, in that case, it is not possible, right? Whatever you told just now, can you directly find x and y?
Yes.
Well, you can find, but it will
No.
be more
In this
complicated.
case,
You can find,
yeah,
but
it will be complicated.
it will be very much complicated. Suppose I gave something more, y cube. Now finding x and y in terms of t is complicated. So your method is correct here, but in some other problem, this will be problematic. So what I will do is that I will this is called chain rule. So I will just tell you what is this first. Then I will apply the chain rule with this in this example. So here, just to notice here, w is a function of x comma y. X and y both are function of t. So this arrow represent a function of. I am just telling this. I am not writing. So you have to find dw dt. So here w, here is my t. So dw dt, I will go from here to here first. Then I will go from here to here, not directly direct. I have to find dw dt. So dw dt is, I will differentiate w with respect to x first. So since w is a function of two variable, so w differentiation with respect to x is a partial differential, del w del x, into I will differentiate x with respect to t, dx dt. Why I wrote dx dt? Because x is a function of t only. Plus I will differentiate w with respect to y. So that is del w del y into y is a function of t. So dy dt. Okay. So this is my formula. This is called chain rule. Do you know this thing? Do you know this formula?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, do you know this formula? Okay. So directly what you told, it is correct. I can directly find here if by putting x and y, but suppose some other problem
But
came.
this would be confusing.
Suppose that I give the example that type of problem you can handle it by this chain rule. So
Okay.
first
Okay,
I will
fine.
find del w del x. Sorry, first I will find del w del x. Yes, sorry. So my w is, I will write as in small. W is sine x y plus phi. So del w del x is what? Anyone, ma'am, or any student? It
It
is,
will be minus.
no, it should be plus first of all, because sine x, sine derivative is plus first.
Was there something like, I forgot one thing. Was there something like, if we do sine pi plus something, then it becomes minus sine?
Yeah, that you can do, but how you know this xy? Okay, so I will tell something more. First of all, you are saying pi, this is pi plus xy. This is all sine, tan, cos. I hope you know, right? This you are saying, right? Sine pi plus something.
Yes, this one.
But how you know this xy? This is a variable. This is not a number. Xy will be, this is pi plus something. It will come here only. Why not? It can come here or here also again. Right? Did you
Okay,
understand?
like in those questions, when we mention pi plus theta, we assume that theta is an acute angle, and that's why
So
it works. But in this case, we can't assume it.
that is fine. You assume xy is theta and theta is acute angle. But here xy is a variable. It's not a value or something. Whatever you are saying is correct. Sine of theta plus pi is minus sine of theta, and you will differentiate this portion only. But I am saying how you know this x into y will be in this region only or in this region. Why not it is in here? Here or here. Can you give justification?
Yeah, I got what you are trying to say.
So here xy is a function of t. So better if you directly differentiate without this trigonometric here formula. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And can you tell me that these questions are not solved in the previous tutorial, right?
No, these questions are new.
Okay. Some different question maybe, right?
Yes, those are different questions.
Okay. So del W del X is first I differentiate this portion, the first I differentiate sine, that is cos, and this will remain same into the derivative of this with respect to x, that is what. So do you know this thing? All of you? Ma'am and
Yes,
the
sir.
other guy.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. This is chain rule.
This is chain. The same that I wrote here also. It is also chain. Same chain rule. So and I will find del W del Y. This is same into x. Okay. So if now I will find dx dt because I have to find this dw dt. This I have to find finally. So I already found this one and this one. Now I will find dx dt and dy dt. So my x is given as e power t. So what is dx dt? Is e power t only. And what is dy dt? Is 1 by t plus 1, right? And dy dt is, you know, na derivative of log x is 1 by x.
Yes, sir.
So dw dt, I have to find this. This is del w del x into dx dt plus del w del y into dy dt. So what is del w del x? I just found it is y into cos xy plus 1 pi, sorry, into dx dt is e power t plus x into cos xy plus pi into dy dt is 1 by t plus 1. So I will put the value of x and y here now. So what is y? Y is log t plus 1 cos e power t into ln t plus 1 plus pi e power t plus x is e power t cos e power t ln t plus 1 plus pi to 1 by t plus 1. So finally I have to put the value of x and y because I have to find dw dt at t equal to 0. So by somehow I have to put. So whatever ma'am says, it is also correct. But if I put x and y at very beginning here, then also I have to find this only. Then also I will get this only. So I have to find this value at 0. So dw dt at t equal to 0. It is what? Just you put t equal to 0 here throughout. So it is ln 1 into cos of e power 0 ln 1 plus pi e power 0 plus power 0 cos power 0 ln 1 plus pi to 1 by 0 plus 1, right? So what is ln1? Hello?
ln1 is 0.
Yes. So 0 into cos of something pi and plus e power 0 is 1 cos of pi into 1. So it is cos of pi. So what is the value of cos of pi? You know?
It's -1.
It's -1. So all of you know how to find or the formula? Ma'am or is Navinit? Formula cos of pi. All of you know.
From the graph, we can visualize them.
But I'm asking the other persons if they are online. Maybe if you can chat, you can write in chat box also. Ma'am, Dr. Verma, if otherwise I will tell.
Kindly repeat.
Yeah, so I'm asking the value of cos of pi, how one person
Is
told
-1. Minus.
you know?
Yes. Cos of n pi is -1 to power n.
Yeah, perfect. So cos of n pi is this and sine of n pi is 0 for any integer n.
Correct.
Perfect. So this is the formula. So for any integer n, cos of n pi is this and sine of n pi is 0. So that's or you whatever he is saying that using graphical visualization that cos of pi is here. So by finding that using formula that is also there, but this is a shortcut trick. Okay, so the answer is -1. So this is my answer actually. Answer is option D. So I will any question till now? Otherwise, I will move to the next question. So this is a chain rule problem. Directly chain rule. So I will move to the next question. Any question till now means till question number 4 or any other you have any want to ask anything you can ask. Okay, then I will move to the next question. You have to find a tangent line to the curve this. So what is a tangent line? But or what you have to find? You have to find that tangent line to the curve xy equal to 4 at some point -1, 4. So how to find this? Any idea? Tangent line. Suppose a curve is there in xy plane. You have to find at some point -1, 4 the tangent line. So do you know the formula or how to find or what
We
is
have to
the
find the gradient.
gradient? The gradient is actually dy dx. That is the slope of the tangent. Slope of the tangent at x comma y, it is dy dx equal to dy dx calculated at x comma y. So first you have to find dy dx. So what is dy dx from this relation? This means y equal to 4 by x. So dy by dx is just derivative is minus 4 by x square. I think I wrote something wrong because if you see this point must lie in this line in this curve, so it should be x equal to minus 4. Otherwise, you cannot draw tangent, right? At this point, because the point, suppose this is the point should be on this curve. That's why you are drawing tangent at this point. So it should be minus. Okay. So this is plus. Fine. So it is minus 4. I will just rewrite it all. Okay. So the point should be on the curve. So what is the equation for the tangent? Equation for tangent line is what? Can you tell me equation for tangent line at x1, y1? What is the equation at x1, y1, any point?
The derivative is the equation for the tangent.
No. Derivative is not an equation of tangent. Derivative is a function of x and y, where it is x, and you have to. The equation is different actually. I will write. So equation is y minus y1 equal to dy dx calculated at x1 comma y1 point into x minus x1. This is called equation. Equation of a tangent line. So this is a line equation. Dy dx is equal to something. It is not an equation actually. It's a differential equation, and it is a line equation. Equation of a line. You know this thing. Y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1, where m is called
Yeah,
gradient.
this one.
This m is nothing but dy dx at calculated at x1 comma y1. This m is called gradient. M is called gradient of that GENT.
Or the slope.
Gradient or slope, whatever. M equal to actually tan of theta. So that's why m means dy dx. Dy dx equal to tan theta, you know always. Right? Dy dx equal to tan theta. This thing you already did in your, I think, class 12 or somewhere.
Yes, sir.
This relation always. So that from here only it is coming. M, this is dy dx tan theta. So I will delete this. So here my x1 comma y1 is nothing but minus 1 comma 4. So what is dy dx at minus 1 comma 4? What is this here? Here it is 4 by minus 1 square. So that means 4. So what is the equation? So equation is, or equation of tangent line is y minus y1 is 4, is equal to dy dx at x1 comma y1, that is 4 into x minus x1. x1 is minus 1, so x minus of minus 1. So this is y minus 4 equal to 4 into x plus 1. That means y equal to 4x plus 8. Understand? It is an equation of a line. Whatever you are saying dy dx, this I think this you are saying this, but this is a differential equation. This is a slope. Okay. Understand? So what is my question? Answer is option C. This is the correct option. Understand? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Any question? You understand the difference between line and difference between the slope. These are all different. Actually. Okay, so I will move to question number 6. So question number 6 is sorry, this. So you have to find this limit. Now you tell me, if you use my first approach, will it give something? My first question is same, 0 by, this is also 0 by 0 form, right? If you put x and comma y as 1, you will get 0 by 0. My first question is also same. First question is also 0 by 0, but you can simplify this. You can simplify this. But here, can you simplify this? Question number 6.
No.
So I will write first here. I will write in the next page.
But does L'Hopital rule work here?
L'Hopital, no. Hello. L'Hopital is for single variable and it is for. Suppose you want to use L'Hopital rule, then what you will do in the next line? Can you tell? This is 0 by 0 form. That is correct. What is the difference between their L'Hopital rule and here?
Like if here we had
Suppose
to
I am giving.
somehow implement L'Hopital rule, then we would have to find the gradient like we were doing previously.
Yeah, in
Because
this
there are two
problem,
variables.
no, not this one. Suppose you have given this problem. This one. Sorry, this is x by this. Here, this problem. So it is also 0 by 0 form, right?
Yes.
Here you can use L'Hopital rule because it is a function of single variable. It is equal to limit. L'Hopital means you have to differentiate both sides with respect to x. 1 by 1 e power minus. Sorry, minus of e power x. So it is minus 1 is the answer. Right? Minus 1. But suppose you want to apply L'Hopital rule here, can you tell me what you will do in the next line? With respect to what you will differentiate? Somebody is saying the L'Hopital rule.
It's like okay, it won't work in that way.
This is called this. It is not applicable here. Okay, because you cannot, this differentiation is not here. Because it is true for function of single variable. But x, well, limit x goes to 0 as I told, x by this, or limit x goes to infinity, x by power x. This is 0 by 0 and this is infinity by infinity form. Here you can use L'Hopital, but not for everywhere. You have to find the limit. So how we will do that is the question. What in my first question, what I did, first I check at 1, 1. So first check the value at 1, 1. So what is this value? 1 minus 1 by 1 minus 1. So that is 0 by 0. So that is indeterminate form. You know this term, indeterminate form. Right? So, but, hello? Are you in the call? Yeah.
Yes, sir. We are there.
Okay, fine. Actually, I cannot solve because I that's not this. Okay, so In my first question also, I have 0 by 0 indeterminate form. But in my first question, I can, what it is called, I can reduce it. I can reduce the form. But here, it is x minus 1 by y minus 1. Here, by looking at this, it is not possible to reduce, right? Right? Suppose I have x here, suppose, then I can reduce it. Y square minus 1 by y minus 1, then x into y plus 1. But I don't have x, I have 1. So what I will do? In that case, to check the limit, I have to take two different paths passing through these 2 points, 1 comma 1. So here you have 1 comma 1. This is y and this is x. In a neighborhood of 1 1, you have to check. Suppose this is x comma y. You have to check two different paths. One is this path and one is suppose this path. This is one path, this is another path. So take two different paths passing through 1 1. Okay. So first of all, so suppose I took y equal to x square is one path. I will choose the path in such a way that I can do the limit calculation easily. Okay. So limit x comma y goes to 1 comma 1 x y square minus 1 by y minus 1. What will happen if I go in this path only? So I will go along y equal to x square. So it is a parabola. This is this type of parabola, right? This is called parabola, right? So I will go along this path. So along this path, everywhere y equal to x square, right? Everywhere y, whatever is x, y is x square. I am taking the positive side only. So limit, since x comma y goes to 1 comma 1 means x goes to 1 and y goes to 1, and here y equal to x square. So I am not writing y goes to 1. I will replace y by x square. So it reduces to limit x goes to 1, only a function of x now. Right?
So now we can use L'Hopital rule.
Yes, yes. No need to use L'Hopital. Or you can use also, no issue.
Like,
Okay.
otherwise, it is difficult to cancel in this form.
No, that's why I will help you cancel this. I will write it here. I am not using L'Hopital, okay? So, what is x power 5 minus 1? It is x minus 1 into x power 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Do you know this formula?
No, sir.
Okay, I will tell. So, you know this formula, right? I will tell the formula here first. X square minus 1 is x minus 1 into x plus 1. You know this thing, I hope. Right?
This one I know.
So x cube minus 1 is x minus 1, and then I will write 1 power less here. So x square, because here is cube. So I will write square plus x, 1 less plus 1. Here I have square. So I am writing x power 1. So that means x. So suppose you have x power n minus 1. This is x minus 1 into x power 1 less n minus 1. Another one less n minus 2 dot 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 x power 1 plus 1. This is the formula. Okay. This will help you in other problem solving. Okay. The formula.
Yes, sir.
Did somebody put some message or something? Some sound came. I don't know. Okay. So I am here. So I will write this thing here. So limit x goes to 1. So my x minus 1 will cancel out because x is not equal to 1. So x power 4 plus x cube plus x squared plus x plus 1 by x plus 1. So this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Just 1 I will put it in a red box. So now in one path along y equal to x square, I got 5 by 2. Now suppose I do y equal to x cube, another path along y equal to x cube. So what will happen in this case? This is limit x comma y goes to 1 comma 1. Same function. So it is limit x comma y goes, x goes, sorry, x goes to 1 only because I will put y equal to x cube. So it is x power 6 minus 1 by x cube minus 1. So it is limit x power 7 minus 1 by x cube minus 1. Now you tell me, same thing. Limit, this is x minus 1 into x power 6, x power 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. By x minus 1, 2, 1, 0. So this will cancel out because x goes to 1, that means x minus 1 not equal to 0. So I have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 by this. So it is, I think 7 by 3, right? So
It's 6 by 3.
7 by 3.
No,
6
sir.
and
7 by 3.
7 by 3 because there are 7, 6 plus 1. So along x square. Hello? Yes. Along x square it is 5 by 2. Along x cube it is 7 by 3. So along different part it has different value. That means what? What is the conclusion?
The limit does not exist.
Limit does not exist. Yes. That means limit does not exist along at 1 comma 1. So that is along any path value is different. Value of the limit is not unique. So limit does not exist. So as you know that answer is option D. So that as suppose whenever my limit is exist, that means in other problems, suppose in question number 2, my limit exists. So that means along any curve, the value is 0. along any curve who is passing to 0, 0, the value is 0.
So can it so happen that along certain paths or along a set of paths the value is same, and along a set of other paths the value is not the same?
And then also the limit does not exist.
But like we for checking we take two or three paths, and based on that we conclude that it exists, but actually it does not exist because we did not consider those paths.
No, sometimes it happens that suppose you take two paths, it is equal, but another path is not equal. Then also the limit does not exist. That you have to check, take the path carefully. Means since you are taking the path, right? So you have to take it carefully. You are free to choose any path, but you have to choose in such a way that you get different path. Then the limit does not exist. Path you have to choose yourself, any path. Sometimes easy path, you by easy looking you can find the path easily, so that the limit the value are different. That's the rule.
Okay, sir.
You have to choose the path. The path choosing is in your hand because you can choose any path. Okay. So any question till now from other people or you also?
No, sir.
Okay. Uh, okay. So I will move to the next question. Just 1 minute. I will charge my laptop. Okay, fine. I will move to the next problem. I hope to this. Okay. So next problem is this. You have to find the equation for the level surface of the function this. So what is a level surface? Screen is visible, right? Question number 7.
Yes, sir.
So tell me what is a level surface? Or how you find this, how you find the yeah,
Like in
answer.
this case, there are three parameters. We fix one parameter to be a constant so that we can visualize it on a 2D surface.
Okay. No, my question is how you, that is one question, but how you find the level surface?
We will make one of the variables into a constant.
No, no, no.
Like for
Not like,
example, here we have f(x, y, z) equals to root of x minus y minus z. If we take z to be some constant c, and we rewrite the equation as root of x minus z equals to c, that will be the level surface for this function.
but it is given that it is passing through 8 minus 1 minus 2. So you have to put also this value where? This point, where you will put? If you take z equal to some c, through the given
Should it
point.
be a plane?
Yes, correct. It is an its equation I will write first. So question number 7 is you have to find a level surface. An equation for the level surface of suppose where if x y comma z passing through some given point a b c is given by nothing but f x comma y comma z equal to f a comma b comma c. Just you have to find a level surface means any surface that passing through this coordinate. This is a plane. This is an equation of a plane. In function of three variables, na? X, y, z. Suppose in XYZ plane, XYZ, this is called this type of figure is there. Okay. So this equation is z equal to x square plus y square. So what is the level surface at z equal to 5? That is you have to cut this surface by z equal to 5 line. So here you have to find, here it is given at a point a comma b comma c. So here you have to find just this one. This is the level surface equation. Okay, I think Sad gave the description more clearly using this type of picture only. I think he gave, or some other picture maybe. Okay.
Like we cut the figure at that particular point, and then we take its shadow from that point.
Shadow. It is called. It is called reflection. It is called. It's shadow.
Projection.
Reflection or something. Refraction. Or maybe shadow. Because it is a function of x, y, z, na. Now you are cutting or something, then you will get a function of two variables. Suppose you cut with respect to z variable, that means z variable will not be there. X and y. In xy plane, you will get something. Okay, so I am not going into this. I am just I have to find the level surface of an equation. So I will move to the. I will show you the question again. So the question is you have to find an equation for the level surface of the function this through the given point. So that means the function is given and the point is also given. Just you have to put this point here. So what is the answer? Sorry. So my answer is where I have to find 8 at -1 -2. So my f is in the given question, f is square root of x minus y minus z. So this is 8 plus 1 plus 2. So this is 5, right? So question is equation of level surface. What is this? This is nothing but f x comma y comma z equal to f of 8 minus 1 minus 2. So that is f x comma z is this equal to 5. So this is the answer. That's it. No need to find anything else. Okay. This is an actually, ma'am, it is an equation of a surface in 3D plane. It's not a. It's an equation of a surface. It's not plane. Equation of a plane means it is ax plus by plus cz plus d equal to. Okay. So what is the answer? Let me show you the question again. So the answer is This is called level surface. Just you have to find the point value here. So it is equal to 5. X minus y minus z equal to 5. So answer is option 1. That's it. Now the next question is very easy. So just first of all, any question from the last problem? Just you have to find the level surface by putting the value. Any question from the last problem? Okay, so answer is option A. Now you tell me this one. This one you calculate. What to do first of all?
Just substitute the points.
Just substitute. So in just I will do here. I will write in just tell you answer. So if x comma y comma z is x cube plus x square y plus y z square. So you have to find f minus 3, 2, 4. Just you tell me anyone. Let's see you tell first. Minus 3, 2, 4.
So 23.
Sorry?
23.
Yes, correct. 23. So other person, other people. All of you got 23. Are all of you?
Yes, yes.
23. I hope all of you got this Navneet and Dr. Verma.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, go.
Yes, sure.
Yeah. So I'll move to the next question. The next. Question number 9. You have to find the derivative, but it is a partial derivative with respect to r. When w is function of x, y, z, x is a function of r and s, y is function of r and s, z is a function of r and s. Okay, so first I will write, then I will ask. First I will write the question in the it is given w is x plus y plus z square. X is r minus s. Y is cos of r plus s, and z is sine of r plus s. You have to find del w del r. So just tell me what to do. At some point, right? I think r equal to 1 and s equal to minus 1 at this point. So how to find? How? Any idea? Or I just this type of problem I solve, but
Using chain rule.
huh? Chain rule, yes.
Using
Chain rule, yeah, fine. So just tell me how to use, or ma'am, can you directly put it in the RNS, X, Y, Z, and then find them also? But it is very big. It will be. in that case, right? Whatever you told in question number, I think 5, that directly putting. Is it okay? Will you do it by directly putting or chain rule? Which one is best?
Chain rule is better.
Okay, and other person, Navneet and
Same.
Dr. Verma. Okay, I will do in chain first. First, I will write first. So here, W is a function of x, y, z. X, y, z are function of R and S. So you tell me the formula. So what is del W del R?
Like for this, there was a matrix representation.
No, no, no. Not like matrix. Directly you can tell me. As I told you, na, for W is a function of x, y, x, y is a function of t. Like that, you can tell me also. Matrix, it will be a matrix only, but matrix will be complicated.
Like first, we take the partial derivative of w with respect to x, y, and z, and for those partial derivatives, we in turn take their partial derivative with respect to r.
Yes, correct. So I will write like this: del W del x into del x del R. I will not write S here because I am differentiating with respect to R only. Here R. Here it is R. Del W del R. Okay. So I will write here R, not S. Everywhere. Plus del W del Y into del Y del R. Del Z del Z del R. Understand? I will if I differentiate, if I will write another formula. So suppose I know del W del S, I want to find. Then it will be del W del X into del X del S plus same thing. Sorry, S. Okay. If so, if I write here S, then here I have to write S. 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 If I write R, then I have to write R. This is what you want to say?
Yes, sure.
Fine. Everyone, chain rule, del W, del X, del R.
And if we represent both of these
Del W,
together,
del Y, del R.
then we get the gradient matrix.
Can you tell again? Again, can you tell?
Like if we represent both del w by del r and del w by del s together, we have the gradient
Then,
matrix.
then you have to write one matrix. Then matrix representation is there. But also you have to write in the summation form, something plus something like this only, right? Or is there any other way? Or you want to write this in the product of two matrices?
The
You can
product of
think,
two matrices.
product of two matrices. You can think, okay, how to write this product. Okay, this is very easy. Just to think and tell me in the next class. Okay. So I have in my question I have to find the first one, del W del R. So I will find first del W del X. So my W is this X plus Y plus Z square. So del W del X is 2 into X plus Y plus Z. Right? So what is del W del Y? Same. What is del W del Z? Same. Right? From here. Question number 9. Okay. So what is now I have to find del X del R del Y del R del Z del R. So what is del X del R? Del X del R is 1 because my X is R minus S. Del Y del R is cos sine of R plus S, and del Z del R is cos of R plus S. Now I will put everything in this formula. So how to do this? So I will del W del X, del W del Y, del W del Z are all equal. So I will take common. So my del W del R is 2 into X plus Y plus Z. It will be common into 1 into this, right? Del X del R, del Y del R, del Z del R. So 1 minus sine R plus S plus cos R plus S. Okay. So now in the I will show you the question. Question is you have to find del W del R when R equal to 1, S equal to minus 1. So just you put the value of X and Y and Z in terms of R and S. So given X is R minus S, Y is cos of R plus S, and Z is sine of R plus S. Into rest of the term is already in terms of R and S. So at R equal to 1 and S equal to minus 1, del W del R, just you put R equal to 1 and S equal to minus 1 whole in the expression. So what do we get? 1 plus cos 0 plus sine 0, right? Into 1 minus sine 0 plus cos of 0. What is this? 2 plus 1 plus 0, 1 minus 0 plus 1, right? So 2 into 3, 6. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, just 1 minute to charge. So the answer is 12. So option C, correct. Any question till now?
No.
Any question? Any question from your side? Yes, ma'am. No. Or yes.
Wonderfully explained.
From the previous question. Yeah, fine. Actually, I have to give charge. the laptop. That's it. Yeah, tell me. From the last question, you have any question? Chain rule. I think no question. So I'll move to the last question of this session. That is question number 10. Is this visible?
Yes.
Is the question visible?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me how to do it. It is saying that R is a vector, position vector of a particle which is in space time t. That means R is a function of t only. So you have to find the distance of the particle from the origin at some time t equal to 1. So that means I will write. So question number, this is the answer C. So question number 10 is R is a function of t. R is a position vector. That means it is given 3t plus 4 root t plus root 11. So you have to find the distance from origin at some time. So that is as time changing, as the time changes, the vector also changes because it depends on time. So what do you mean by distance from origin?
The answer would be 6 minutes.
Answer is scalar because answer is a distance. No, I am saying suppose this is R vector. This is depends on time. That means suppose time t equal to 1 it is here, t equal to 2 it is here. So distance also changes, right? From different time you have different position because R is a function of t. So it is given, you have to find the distance from origin at a particular time t equal to 1. Suppose t equal to 1. So how you find the distance from origin? Suppose you have one vector, R vector is ai plus bj plus ck. So what is distance from origin? What is this? This is a scalar, it's a number. How to find this? Just root over a square plus b square plus c square. Huh? Do you know this?
Yes, sir.
Or in other words, suppose you have to find distance of two vector. Suppose R1 is A1i plus A2j plus A3k and R2 is A2i, B1i plus B2j plus B3k. Then what is distance between R1 and R2 vector? This is root over A1 minus B1 square plus A2 minus B2 square plus A3 minus B3 square, right? Here your R2 is 0, so 0 vector. That is origin. So in this question, what is the distance? So here distance from origin is equal to square root of what is A? A is 3t because it is a function of time, as I told, 4 root t square plus root 11 square. So tell me what is the answer? Over 9 t square plus 4, 16, right?
6.
Yes. So at t equal to 1, the answer is root over 9 into 1 square plus 16 into 1 plus 11. So it is root over 9 plus 16 plus 11, that is root over 36, which is equal to 6. Positive square root I have to take because it is the distance. So answer is option. I have write C. That is the answer. Option C. So this ends the questions of previous year. Okay. So did you solve these year questions? Or you have any question till now?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So did you solve the questions?
No, sir.
Question paper?
Yes, I did see the paper, but when I studied it, it did not make it easier after having attended the session.
Actually, can you repeat? I did not get what you are saying.
I did see the question paper this time, the assignment, but I haven't completed it, and it will get easier, I suppose. After attending the session, it will be easier for me to solve. Thank
No,
you.
I cannot get. Did anyone got what she's saying? Abhitata Roy, can you tell?
Her voice was breaking.
Your voice is breaking.
Very
Can you write in chat box also so that I can see? Because I did not
good.
get your voice.
Okay.
In chat box you write so that I can answer. And Navneet, you have any question?
No, no.
Did you solve previous year assignment? Sorry, this year assignment?
Yeah, it's similar. Similar.
You solved.
Yeah, yeah.
So I hope. Oh, you already solved. So those who did not solve, I hope that this will help you to solve this year assignment, right? I hope. You have any question, then you can ask me. Or ma'am, whatever you are saying, you can write in chat box so that you can see. Because there is some connection problem in your side, I think. Yes, I have seen the assignment, not completed yet. This session will help me solve better. Okay. So, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So I hope that this session will help you to solve better, and this video is already recording is going on. So it will be available in YouTube. I think NPTEL will share the link with you, or it will be available in I have YouTube channel in my name, so it will be available in this my name channel. You can see there. Otherwise, NPTEL will share the link of YouTube. That is for sure. So, any question now? I hope that this year assignment question is more or less same like that in my previous year also. So that's why the session every week, Tuesday from 6 to 8. And I think on Saturday also, uh, Ankita is taking from 5, I think. So next week I will solve week 3 of previous year. And so any question from you? Otherwise, I'll stop the recording. From all of you, any question?
Yes, sir. Like if I talk about the limit representation of the derivative for higher dimensions, that one I got confused from sir's lecture.
Can you repeat what? If you talk about limit,
Derivative in the form of limit for higher dimensions.
derivative in the form of limit. Okay. Uh, acha. So that is something directional derivative will come, no? I do not clear. Let me write. So I mean, there is some different thing. So so you know that this f dash x equal to what? Limit for function of single variable, right?
Yes.
Now for function of double variable, so there you have to take total derivative, right? I mean limit h comma k goes to 0 0, right? This you are saying.
Till this one also it's okay, but for even higher derivatives,
Norm of h comma k. I think you are saying
yes,
this,
sir,
right?
this type of form.
What is the problem?
Could you explain that again? What's exactly happening in this form?
The same thing actually. No, just you. I'm not. I'm sorry. You just remove this. Okay. So if x plus h, what is this? This is same thing I'm writing, right? In single variable, you just think in single variable.
And so what
Fine.
is that one? Like h dash x?
That I will write. So I am coming from here to here directly. So this is limit h goes to 0, f of x plus h minus fx minus h. F dash x means derivative that is written by d of f, right? In your in single variable it is f dash. In double variable it is d of f. As you were saying a matrix, something you said, right?
Yes.
So this is same. This representation I think he has given. Some norm is taken because f is a function of multiple variable Rn to some